It's kind of weird to give us a big update on the new Friday the 13th series on a Monday, but I guess I'll take it. Let's talk a little bit about it.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I want to be a fighter, like you.
Oh, let it burn! Let it burn!
Did you miss me?
You have to shoot them in the head. They always come back.
The boat can leave now. Tell the crew.
Well, sometimes that is better.
Good luck.
Hey everybody, I'm Killjoy Jake. Happy Mother's Day to all of our murderous mommies out there. Before we get into these updates, please make sure to like this video and subscribe for more horror movie update videos just like this one. Also, please consider supporting the page on Patreon if you want to see uncut and uncensored versions of the reaction videos that go up on this page. More dropping very, very soon here. All right, let's get into the updates. Jim from The Office has just announced that A Quiet Place Day 3 has begun filming. John Krasinski posted on his social media pages, "Here we go, part 3, with a shot of a clapboard in what appears to be India. It looks like they may be opening up the A Quiet Place universe to the rest of the world. That feels apropos as to where we left the story in A Quiet Place Part 2, lending to this idea of radio signals going across the world, seeing what other survivors are out there. Hey, as long as A Quiet Place Day 1 actually pays off here and Joseph Quinn is a main character, I'll be happy. I have no idea when this one is actually dropping, but it's filming now, so we likely won't see it until like late 2027, early 2028 is my guess. Stay tuned for more updates. Rick O'Connell himself, Brendan Fraser, was on Jimmy Fallon the other night talking a little bit about what to expect from The Mummy 4, which is really just The Mummy 3, but like with Rachel Weisz this time, so it's a legit mummy movie from the late 90s, early thousands. You can't do it without Rachel. On The Tonight Show, Fraser said, "We're gonna get the band back together, the only way to do it. So we're going to give the audience what they have been bothering all of us for the last 20 whatever years. I was hopeful for a long while, and then I was like, I don't know if they are, then other mummy movies got made, but listen, what we're gonna do is saddle back up, go back to the locations. I should probably stop talking like this because I don't want to give everything away. No, Brendan, please. Keep going. It'll make this update way more interesting." Brendan is throwing some really exciting stuff out there because they absolutely are getting the band back together. Rachel Weisz is back after not appearing in the third movie, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. She's back as Evelyn, which is like a must. And her in-universe brother will return as well, John Hannah as Jonathan. They cast him pretty perfectly back in 1999, huh? The film is coming from our friends at Radio Silence, who of course did Screams 5 and 6, as well as Abigail and Ready or Not. Some bangin' popcorn flicks, if I might add. Interestingly enough, the screenplay is coming from David Coggeshall, who also wrote the script for Orphan First Kill. That's a really underrated, weird little prequel. I can't wait to see what he does with The Mummy. And some more recent news is that The Mummy has been pushed up like multiple months, so we're gonna see it released on October 15th of 2027 now, opposed to summer of 2028. Brendan is currently getting in shape for the production that is yet to kick off, but I cannot wait to hear about what some of those familiar locations are gonna be this time around. I am super excited for this one, fall of next year. Months after the trailer has released, we finally have a release date for Pinocchio Unstrung. Pinocchio Unstrung will release in theaters on July 24th, just a week after Christopher Nolan's highly anticipated The Odyssey. Something tells me they're trying to make a Barbenheimer thing happen here. Pinodyssey? Pinodyssey? How would you pronounce that? Based on everything we know about this fifth entry in the TCU, as well as some secrets that I can't talk about in these videos, I am unbelievably excited for Pinocchio Unstrung. I think that this is going to be a major banger, maybe my favorite from the entire collective universe. Speaking of which, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3 is currently in production, hopefully wrapping sometime soon, and we'll likely get that one early next year. Twisted Childhood universe fans are eating good, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait for this one. Backrooms had its premiere this past week, where we got not only a ton of early reactions to the flick, but this legendary picture of Curry Barker shaking Kane Parsons' hand. That is definitely not the first thing you noticed about that picture, as there is a wild James A. Janice photobomb in the background there. Chelsea, come get yo man. Speaking of dead meat being in attendance here, Chelsea Rebecca actually took to Twitter to say that Backrooms is a slow, steady crawl into hell. So much for fans to love, and so much mature emotional material in the script that doesn't rely on prior knowledge. homage. Decidedly not an Easter egg hunt of a film, though they're definitely there if you look. Critics are calling Kane Parsons a unique voice in the world of horror, and that Backrooms is a horror film that demands patience. On the same side of that coin, though, we're hearing from critic Eric Davis that it's a wholly unique and original horror film that freaks you out and creeps you out while luring you deeper into its eerie. For those worried that this is going to be a slow little drag of a film, however, critic Courtney Howard praised Backrooms for its pulse-pounding, edge-of-your-seat suspense. So a lot of the Backrooms fans are worried that this whole movie is going to be jump scare monster the entire time, but obviously that's not going to be the case, especially if you've seen a lot of Kane's other work here on YouTube. There might be some monsters here and there, but that's not going to be what the whole thing's about, man. I think the coolest and scariest thing about the Backrooms is the fact that it's just an infinite, disgusting, murky space. I would go insane just looking at that yellow color for the rest of my life. That's a terrifying place to get trapped in. Also, a really cool little nugget of information that came from Kane Parsons from this premiere was that Osgood Perkins, who has collaborated with Neon on multiple films at this point, actually mentored Kane throughout the process of making this entire movie. You gotta remember, all of this excitement around a Backrooms feature film all started coming up when Kane Parsons was only 19 years old. He's the youngest director to ever make an A24 film, and it's getting some rave reviews already, which is really fucking dope. It sounds like he had a lot of great influences behind the scenes, like Jason Blum, James Wan, and Osgood Perkins. Not to discredit this story by any means, but I think any director with those three people in their ear are probably gonna turn out something that's at least semi-good. All things that give me even more faith in the Backrooms movie. I definitely think this is going to be one of the better releases of the entire year. And also, this is just another story I'm hearing about how fucking cool Osgood Perkins is. I can't wait for his next feature called The Young People. In honor of Mother's Day, we have to talk about the upcoming Friday the 13th series, Crystal Lake, which will star Pamela Voorhees, horror's favorite murderous mommy. I don't want to hear none of y'all bring up Debbie Salt, by the way. She's a pale imitation of the original. Showrunner Brad Caleb Kane teased on Friday over on Instagram, news coming Monday, we're all doomed. Doomed, I tell you, doomed!
You're doomed if you stay here.
Well, we're definitely going to be doomed when this series comes out, because Crazy Ralph will be back with a brand new actor playing the character, of course. Everyone's talking about Linda Cardellini or Callum Vincent playing young Jason, but no one's bringing up the fact that Crazy Ralph is back, guys. We haven't seen him since Friday the 13th Part 2. This is a very big deal.
Never come back again.
Oh, shut up, Ralph.
If he's not riding his bike around town, I don't want it. Anyways, we're getting some news tomorrow, and there will likely be another update video on this page talking all about it. What could it be? A release date, finally? A trailer, maybe? Some more images, perhaps? I really hope more than anything we get ourselves some sort of earlier release date than what a lot of us are thinking. The rumor has been like end of the year, sometime towards like November or December, but Friday the 13th has always been such a summery thing to me. I would love to get this in like late summer, early fall. It would be kind of cool to see this one release alongside In a Violent Nature 2, considering that they're just so close and akin to each other in terms of franchises. Maybe we'll get a release date and even some new footage from the series tomorrow. Stay tuned till then. Lots of exciting updates today, ladies and gentlemen, but which one was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.